other shows we have for you to enjoy at myclassicradio.net. The Avengers was most certainly not a household name in South Africa prior to the radio series. With no national television service until 1976, the mechanism simply was not present in the country to show television programs to mass audiences. While many other countries reveled in the filmed adventures of John Steed and company, South Africa was not equipped to join in the fun. The series took Britain by storm and made a major impression in the American markets, being that greatest of rarities, a British series given a network transmission slot. However, as a filmed series, rather than a videotaped one, The Avengers was able to gain a modicum of exposure in South Africa through film rentals. Come and listen at myclassicradio.net.
Calling all cars, the copyrighted program created by Rio Grande. Phoenix Police calling all cars, attention all cars, broadcast 182, regarding the burglary of a Turk cigar store, 213 North Central Avenue. The burglary occurred this date. The suspect may be armed. That's all. Roll and close. Rio Grande's success as the fastest growing oil company in the West has been largely due to 1 minute of time each week. This minute, spent with you through calling all cars. We thank you for the privilege of being an invited guest in your home, and we return this hospitality by inviting you to call at any one of the thousands of independent Rio Grande stations. Our invitation to you is sincere, logical, and true. First, cracked gasoline is the most modern scientific method of refining gasoline. Remember that. For on this fact, oil men universally agree. Rio Grande cracked is the only gasoline in the West that can be refined by the internationally famous Sinclair refining process, the model process of the oil industry. Second, as proof that Rio Grande cracked gasoline is a definitely superior patented product, we point to the testimony and endorsement of the drivers and buyers of gasoline for police cars, fire engines, ambulances, and other emergency equipment. For them, the finest gasoline is an absolute necessity. They drove over 55 million miles last year on Rio Grande cracked gasoline. Remember this: more police cars, fire engines, ambulances, and other emergency equipment are powered by Rio Grande cracked gasoline wherever it is sold than any other brand. And third, we call this police car performance, for that's exactly what it is. And that's exactly what you'll get if you will accept our invitation to try Rio Grande cracked gasoline tomorrow at your independent Rio Grande dealer. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the following message from Sheriff Roy Merrill of Maricopa County, Arizona.
In my years as a peace officer, I have come into contact with many youthful criminals. Always the impulse of the average citizen towards this type of criminal is to give him another chance. It is just this other chance that has sent so many men farther along the path of crime. In the case you are to hear tonight, every person connected with the crime had served one or more terms in prison, or had been at one time or another an inmate of a state institution for the correction of criminal tendencies. Of the men convicted and sentenced for the crime, not one of them thought for a minute of the possibility that his particular crime might not pay. This case is a tribute to the splendid spirit of cooperation that exists between the law enforcing agencies of the various states and communities. I wish to express my thanks to the police departments of San Francisco and Los Angeles, and especially to Deputies J.J. Croxton and Ray Bogey, Lieutenants Chilton and Barber of Los Angeles, whose untiring work made the rapid solution of this case possible.
On a wet, dreary day in February of this year, in a cheap rooming house in the center of Los Angeles wholesale district, 4 men huddled around a small gas heater, discussing their plans, which they hope will gain for them the large bankroll that every crook covets.
Oh, rain. Don't it ever do nothing in this truck I count but rain?
Oh, shut up. Don't you ever get tired of griping about the weather?
Listen, Mug, don't get smart with me. I'll bring your ears back, see?
Tough guy, huh?
Yeah.
You'll be tough if you string along with us, wise guy.
Listen, Mug, I got a record that'll make you look like a Sunday school teacher.
Just a hardened criminal, ain't you?
Yeah.
Quiet down. You two sound like a couple of kids in a sandlot baseball game. Lay off this arguing. Let's get this Phoenix job set. Where's that?
Went out to get a bottle of wine.
You don't need it. That guy ain't got nerve enough.
Yeah, shut up. Now, look, Gary. We took your Ford down to Adams at Figueroa and turned it in on that Lincoln they got down there.
What's wrong with taking the Ford to Phoenix?
How many times I got to tell you, Sheriff Merrill's got a list of every car that's owned by a guy with a record? Yeah, of course, if you don't take it, you got a record.
Save it.
Okay. Now, listen, Louis. You go down on Main Street and get that torch, see? Then drive over to East Church and pick up the gas.
What's the matter with getting them at the same place?
Well, the less you buy it in one place, the less chance we run of getting identified.
Better let me get that torch. I know what kind I want.
Well, all right. Maybe that's best.
Hey, there's Arlen Curd now. Hey, who's that mug with him?
That's Shorty Dolan. Some stumblebum Mark's been running around with.
Well, pull over. Hey, Art, come on, let's go.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's hit it.
Hey, who's that bird you was talking to when we drove up?
A friend of mine.
Oh, was he?
Hey, who are you getting hard with anyway? I said he's a friend of mine. You want to make something out of it?
Maybe I do.
I told you he's a bird we met in a beer joint down in Pico. Just a mug who's out of work, down on his luck. He's all right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, someday you're going to pick up a dick that way, and we'll all be insured.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Later that night, in a cafe on the principal street of Phoenix, Henry Becker, Terry and Art Tobe, and Louis Babajian contact their finger man in Phoenix, one K.O. Kelly, a man whose long prison record equaled, if it did not exceed, that of the Tobe brothers.
Evening, Vince. What can I do for you? Wait till I get rid of these games at this table, and then we can talk.
Think Kelly will have anything lined up?
Yeah, sure. He's got a lead on a couple of places.
Okay, fellas. What's new?
Well, that's what we want to know.
What have you got lined up?
Now, listen. Every weekend, the Boston store up the street here takes in about 20 grand, see? I staked the place, and I know how the watchman works, see? Oh, this place is a pipe.
What's the lay?
Now, you go straight back to the back end, see? The safe is in the cashier's key. A cinch, I tell you.
How much did you say was in there?
Between 15 and 20 grand.
Is it a torch job?
Now you can knock it over with a can opener.
Yeah, you better look it over, Harry.
I'll go by there tomorrow morning.
We better let you and Art and Louis handle this. I'll stake out and keep an eye on the topic. Hey, what's the best time they take it, Terry?
Oh, about 9 o'clock Sunday morning.
Hey, wait a minute. What are we going to do in the meantime?
Well, I got a tip on another job that you might knock over tonight.
Oh, why didn't you say so before? Come on, let's go.
Where's this job?
Right up Central Street here. 213 is the number. They do a lot of business and usually have $1 grand or so laying around in the safe.
What kind of a safe?
Torch job?
Yeah, you'll have to burn it all right.
When's the best time?
Oh, about 3 o'clock. I happen to know the cop on that beat, and he's way up in the other block about that time.
Okay, 3 o'clock makes it.
Returning to the tourist camp where they had registered, Becker, Tobe, and Babajian prepared to open the Turk cigar store safe at 3 o'clock the next morning. In the quiet of the early hours, broken only by the passing of an occasional automobile, Art Tobe, his brother Harry, Becker, and Louis Babajian drive to the address Kelly had given them.
Here's the joint. Go on, please.
You wait. Keep the engine hot and be ready to scram.
Okay, then get going.
Go on, Louis. In that other tank.
Oh, one's enough. Hey, let's go. Got that crowbar?
Yeah.
Okay, Louis, do your stuff.
This is a pipe, just a little padlock. A little heel, like this. It's off. Walk in, my friend.
Hey, where's your box?
Over there in that corner.
Hey, nice view from the street, too, huh?
Yeah, I brought a blanket out of the car.
Where'd that come from?
From the cabin.
It's got Dixie Construction Company painted on it. Hey, Harry, you can see the work for them?
Nah, Jim Blake did. He used to live in that tourist camp. Maybe you left it there.
Yeah, if he did, he sure a better one. Come on, let's go to work.
Hey, Louis, hold that blanket up so the torch flare won't be seen out front.
Okay, give me a hand with this other end, will you?
Yeah.
Come on, stretch it out there.
Yeah, that's
Here, hey, this thing melts like cheese.
how much you got left.
Listen, it's quarter of an inch.
Take it up, will you?
Hey, what's the matter? You losing your mind?
No, I just don't want to spend the night in this joint.
Come on, you guys. Quit that argument.
Oh, my God, right.
Time either.
There
some more.
she is, my friend. Both doors open. Help yourself, little children.
Oh, boy. Look at them silver dollars, will you? Looks like a mint. Put out that torch, you dope.
Yeah.
Come on, take that stuff together and let's get out of here.
Here, Louis. Take the silver.
Okay,
I'll bring
got
the tank. If I can take the rest of the stuff.
You all set? Let's finish.
Sheriff's office. Sheriff Merrill speaking. Wait a minute. How much? 1,000 silver dollars, S. Mint, 1935. Yeah. Got any fingerprints? 4 sets, huh? Good work. Looks like the Toll Brothers to me. What do you think? Yeah, I had a tip they were headed this way. Got it too late, though.
Sheriff Merrill and his deputies gather all information possible at the scene of the crime. Interview other possible suspects. Talk to the manager of the auto court where the Toll boys, Becker and Barbadian, had stopped. And broadcast this information to officers in Los Angeles and San Francisco, known hangouts of the gang. Soon, information from the Department of Justice, Washington, was being received in Phoenix.
Referring fingerprint information, your prints mentioned show subjects as Louis Barbadian, Henry Becker, Arthur Tope, and Harry Tope. Nice bunch of boys. Oh, wait, but why this information to San Francisco and Los Angeles? What do you want to do? Round them up there or bring them all back here?
Just round them up in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Where you been, Art? Ain't seen you for several days.
Me and the boys have been on a little trip.
Well, what happened to the Lincoln you was in last week? I see you driving the old Ford.
Oh, that? Well, now, that was part of the act. You see, we traded the Ford in on the Lincoln for the trip. Then we brought it back. They said we didn't like it. We got the other car back.
Nice, good. Yeah. What are you going to do now?
Oh, I don't know. Rest up a few days. Then go back and knock over another job.
What do you mean, go back?
We don't pull any jobs in Los Angeles. We do them in Arizona. And then come back here and blow the dough.
Is this full of jobs?
Sure, down in Phoenix.
Geez, you guys must be smart to pull all them jobs and beat the rap.
We just don't slip up, that's all. It don't take no brains to fool cops.
Johnny?
Yeah, I never had no trouble beating cops in the thinking racket. Say, look, I know right now that the L.A. cops are after me hot and heavy, see? Am I hiding? Nah. I've even got a guy tailing me all the time, see? Do I care? Nah. I'll give him the slip anytime I get ready to blow.
You mean it, Art?
Your cops are dumb. They done fool them every time. Hey, give us another bourbon, will you? Here you are.
Hey, that's a nice new shiny dollar, ain't it? Yeah. Hey, let me see that. Huh. United States of America, 1935. Peace dollar. Huh. I wonder where they made this one. Hey, what's that for, Art?
Oh, that's a mint mark. That one was made in San Francisco. That's what the S is for.
Ain't that something?
Boy, you're the dumbest guy I ever saw. Well, you're almost dumb enough to be a cop.
yeah, just I am at that, Art.
Yeah.
Burglary details. Gilson speaking. Sure, we're ready. Send them in. Well, they're bringing in our young hoodlums. Edward, you better get over there on the right.
Okay.
Roach, you can sit there by Barbara. I'll sit here and ask these monkeys a few questions. Come in. Come on in, boys. I believe you know these officers. This is Deputy Sheriff Roach and Detective Edwards of Phoenix. You ever been there? Oh, I believe you know Lieutenant Barber. At least you do, Art. This is Art Tobe and Henry Becker. That's what he was calling himself the last time I picked him up. How about it, Henry?
Yeah, next to you, Copper.
Nice boys, both of them, when you get to know them like we do. Now, boys, sit down and take it easy. We want to ask you a few questions. A bit personal, perhaps, but then you know how these things are.
You like to talk, don't you, Copper?
Well, listening's more in my line, Becker.
let's get on to business. Henry, I want to ask you some questions regarding a burglary that was committed in Phoenix, Arizona on February 7th, 1937.
Get going.
You purchased a Lincoln Zephyr from an automobile dealer at Adams and Figueroa. Is that true? And in company with Ike Tobe, you drove that car to Phoenix, Arizona. Is that true?
Yeah.
And in that car, you had a cutting torch and 2 Presto tanks, did you not?
Yeah.
Which were being taken to Phoenix for the purpose of opening a safe there. Is that true?
So what?
Do you know that opening a safe by the use of torches is considered an explosive case?
Huh?
I said that using a torch on a safe constitutes a felony, or explosives are used.
No, you can't pull that one on me. I didn't use no explosives.
Did you know that the license number of your car was taken by the tourist camp manager in Phoenix?
No, I didn't know that.
Did you remove a blanket from the outer court where you and Art were staying?
Yeah.
Where's the blanket now?
I don't know. Hey, listen, Chilton. I don't know what you're asking me all these questions for. I admit I went to Phoenix in a Lincoln, and I admit I took along a cutting torch, but I'm a welder by trade, see, and I used that in a repair job down there. Hey, you can't pin that torch job on me.
Did I say anything about a turf job?
Well, no, but, no.
What's the idea, Becker? Hiding something?
I ain't talking.
You ever see that dollar before, Becker?
No.
You ever see it, Art?
No.
That's funny. Got your fingerprints all over it.
Now, listen, you ain't got nothing on me.
Art, didn't you tell me you pulled a job in Phoenix?
I never saw you before in my life.
Take a good look, Art. Don't you remember your stumble-bum friend, Shorty?
Why, you double-talking rat.
I told you that guy wasn't on the level, but you was too smart to listen to anybody else. You screwball. Yeah, you're the pin of race guy.
Go ahead, Becker. Don't mind us.
Next to you, copper.
Thanks, Becker. Now tell me, what did you boys do with the money?
Wouldn't you like to know, huh?
We do know. We just want to get your version of it. You want to tell us now, or shall we wait till you get to Phoenix?
Yeah, well, what difference does it make anyhow? Yeah, we knocked over that torch joint. We got about $1,500, see? Some of it was in silver and some of it in paper. The blanket was left in his store. He had the Dixie Construction Company painted on it. I don't know where it came from, but...
Who else was in on this job, Becker?
Wouldn't you like to know, huh?
Well, we'll consider your suggestion, Henry, and find out. Okay, Bill, lock 'em up.
Listen, Chilton. Let's get Ray Bogey and Claxton and stake out that joint where they lived before. The bacon's going to turn up there sooner or later.
Sounds like a good idea. 4 days, Officer Claxton and Bogey, deputies from the sheriff's office, working with Chilton and Barber, staked the house where the Tobe brothers, Becker and Babajan, had been known to hang out. Then, one rainy night near the middle of February, a car drove up and stopped at the curb in front of the rooming house. Across the street, ready for instant action, sat Chilton and Barber in their car. Inside the house, Claxton and Bogey waited. After a chase in which the bandits fell off, Chilton and Barber go back to the house to confer with Claxton and Bogey.
What happened after we left, Bogey? I came back twice.
Oh, we got tied up in a traffic jam on 3rd and couldn't get out.
How come your birds couldn't catch them?
Hey, do you ever try to catch Barney Oldfield?
You guys are afraid to drive that car. Let me get a chance at those monkeys. I'll knock them over.
That's your story.
Look, Chilton, you stay here with Claxton, and Ray and I'll take the car and see what our race driver here can do with the bacon in his mouth.
All right, wise guy. You're going to see some driving.
Here they are again. Let's go. See him anywhere? Yeah, he lost down the street. Come on, you better step on. Just hold on, fella. We're going after those babies. How you coming, detective? See your hoods anywhere? 2 blocks straight ahead. Look out for that car on the left. He's going. Oh, what's the matter with that bird? Blind?
Lost your criminals, Mr. Bogey?
Huh? Well, where?
Yeah, you tell me.
Well, I'll be... Well, can you beat that? I never saw 2 birds get away as easy as that driving a car. Hey, there they go. Down that side street. Hold on, Barber. Keep him in sight, Ray. I'm going to take a shot at that beat. Got the gas tank. Well, let him have it again. Try a tire. In there.
I thought you could drive this car.
Well, I got it down to the floorboard now. What do you think this is, the Duesenberg?
Hold it. I'm going to let him have it again.
You hold. Nice going, my man. You got him.
Watch that monkey slide.
Nothing like a good flat tire and a wet street to make a car slide. Well, you better get that door open and be ready to slide the cuff on that monkey when he gets that car started. Yeah, don't worry about me. I'll take care of the driver and you get the other one. Okay, monkey. Up with him.
Hey, what's the idea? We ain't done nothing.
I'm sure you haven't. We just wanted to talk to you a little.
Oh, here's your other friend. What are you going to do with him?
Talk him in the back seat there and let him see how he likes to ride in a police car.
Police car? Say, listen, we didn't know you were coppers. We would have stopped. Honest, we would. We thought you was bandits or something. We thought maybe...
Yeah, maybe we just wanted to give you a ticket for speed.
Yeah. How did you know?
Button it up. Bring the guy on, Bob, and let's go. All right, fella. Climb in.
Say, listen, you can't do this thing to me.
Oh, that's all.
Get in here.
Yes, sir. Next morning, Babazian is brought into room 45 in the City Hall for questioning in connection with the Phoenix burglary. With him is Harry Tobe, brought from San Francisco. The boys tell me you were in a hurry last night, Louis.
Yeah. I was going to the bank for my old man.
I'll bet you were at that. What bank?
Oh, any bank.
Any bank robberies last night, Barber?
Not by Babazian.
Now, Louis, I want to ask you a few questions about that Phoenix job.
Phoenix job?
Oh, of course, you wouldn't know about that, now would you?
I wouldn't know about anything you talk about.
You weren't in Phoenix on the night of February 7th?
February 7th? Let me think. Oh, no. February 7th, I was in Long Beach.
Well, just so we won't waste your time, Louis, I think we ought to tell you that your friend, Art Toby, said that you were in Phoenix on the night of February 7th and that you and Harry here and Henry Becker broke into the Turk cigar store and stole $1,500.
That's a lie. You asked Harry where we were that night.
Well, how about it, Harry?
In Long Beach.
That's what I thought. Only I couldn't figure how you got that Dixie Construction Company blanket you left in your room. I couldn't figure how you got that in Long Beach.
Oh, no, you don't. I left that blanket in the store.
That's right.
Huh? What?
Yeah. We left it in the store in Long Beach.
Oh, yeah. In Long Beach.
That's what I thought, too. Except I couldn't figure how those silver dollars got into your pocket, Louis.
Why, Harry gave me them silver dollars.
Yeah.
He got them in Frisco.
Maybe he did, Louis, but he didn't give them to you because he was in jail in Frisco.
Huh?
Yeah, you know, jail, where you're going to be for so long.
Listen, Rat, stop trying to pin this on me. I'll give you lead poisoning.
No, you won't, Harry. Not for a long time, you won't. Now, let's stop beating around the bush. I want some facts. You, Louis, we understand you were going to knock over the Boston store in Phoenix. Where did you get your information on that place?
I got it from K.O. Kelly.
What did Kelly tell you?
Well, he told me when the watchman wouldn't be there and how much we'd get.
How much was that?
15 or 20 grand.
How are you going to get into the place?
Easy. Busted open.
And who was to be in on the job?
Harry told, ask myself.
Watch yourself, Louis.
Button it, Tober, off. You what?
Oh, save it, boys. Save it. Now, Louis, who was present when you got this information from Kelly?
Art and Harry told and myself.
Harry, do you remember this conversation?
I wasn't there. It was told to me afterwards by Louis and my brother.
Say, maybe we ought to leave you boys alone for a while so you could get together on your story.
That's my story.
And you're stuck with it. Harry, how was this safe going to be opened?
With a hammer and punches.
It was a safe that could be opened by the punch method?
You could have opened it with a can opener.
So you were there?
I was in Long Beach.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Well, how does it happen that you boys passed up this 20 grand in the Boston store?
Well, Harry looked it over and found out the watchman stayed in the store all the time.
I thought you said Kelly told you the watchman wouldn't be there.
Yeah, but he lied to us.
Us?
Well, it's Art and Louis.
Oh, of course. You were in Long Beach.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, boys, maybe we can get along better if I tell you some of the things we know about you. Now, we know that you all live together in the apartment on Santee Street. You owned a Ford sedan. You traded it in for a Lincoln Zephyr, which you drove to Phoenix, Arizona, right?
So what?
So you broke into the Turk cigar store and got about $1,500 that you came back here to spend. How much of that did you get, Harry?
About $165.
Still in Long Beach?
Not to you, copper.
You know, Harry, I don't believe that Long Beach story. How about you, Roach?
Well, no, I don't believe I do.
How about you, Edward?
Well, I can't say that I do.
Well, Harry, it looks like you're going to have to go back to Phoenix. We're going to miss you, boys, I hope. So, the two Toll brothers, Henry Kukievsky, Elias Becker, and Louis Babajian, were prepared for transfer to Phoenix. Arrangements were made for them to see a few of their friends before leaving, and they were told they were to be transported by automobile. A plan was formulated for their escape. Well, boys, we're about ready to go. Oh, Barbara, you got those leg irons?
Yep, here they are. Hey, what's the idea of the Oregon boot?
Yeah, what do you think we are, crooks?
You can't do this thing to us.
That's just what I thought. But you see, here's a pair for you, Louis, and a pair for you, Harry. I think you'll get used to them by the time you get to Phoenix. Well, so long, boys. And oh, yes, those tweezers your friend smuggled in might work on handcuffs, but not on those leg irons. So you can use them to pull your eyebrows. Goodbye, boys.
Look, I still say you can't do this thing to us.
Harry Tobe, Arthur Tobe, Henry Kukievsky, and Louis Babajian, criminals with long prison records, again stood before a judge to receive sentence. On March 15, 1937, less than 2 months after their crime, these men were sentenced to serve from 4 to 10 years in the Arizona State Penitentiary. I'd like to warn you about this summer's driving and your oil. You know as well as I do that moving parts must be protected. And yet many oils you buy have not been de-waxed and de-jellied and will not stand the intense heat.